break them in half, but the blender's so powerful, you don't really need to do any more than that. This is such a simple recipe. It's a really good one for kids to make, and it's just a really easy one to create. You can keep the made crepes in your fridge for up to 7 days once they're done. So all I've done is pop the 4 bananas in there, and I have a compost bin down the side here, so they'll go out. Then you're going to pop in about a tablespoon of lemon juice. Now, if you want to get the juice more easily out of the lemon, you simply roll it on the board until it goes nice and soft and squishy. I've already done that. There's about 2 tablespoons per standard size lemon, so I'm just going to use half a lemon, which is about 1 tablespoon in there. And they're going to pop in 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now it's up to you. You can put a little bit more, a little bit less. You can change the flavor using allspice, or even nutmeg is delicious. Place the jug onto the cushion on your Optimum blender and then pop the lid straight on top. Make sure the lid is securely in place. Unlike all of the liquidy things that you can make, this one is less likely to splash all over the ceiling, but we really don't need to redecorate with banana. And then you simply flick. Make sure your blender's on low, flick it on. Once it gets started, use the tamper. Is a really easy one to do. See how quickly and easily those bananas blended. So all we're going to do now is take the lid off the Optimum blender. It's a bit dirty, I'm going to pop it in the sink. Grab the dehydrator sheets. Now these are so simple to use. You simply grab the dehydrator sheet, pop it on a flat surface, and then take about 1/3 of a cup of your mixture and place it on the tray. Now it's up to you how big that you'd like to create your particular crepes. You can make them a little bit thicker and turn them into pancakes if you like, but nice and thin crepes are usually the best for dehydrating. Now these are simple. Once you've got the 1/3 of a cup onto the dehydrator sheet, all you need to do is make a circle about 15 centimeters big or 6 inches big. Make sure it's even, you can't see any blank areas of the dehydrator Teflex sheet that you need to use through the crepe, and then you'll make about 6 to 8 crepes using this particular mixture. So we'll be right back when I'm done. Okay, so we got 9 crepes out of the mixture today. It's usually between 6 and 8. It depends on the size of your crepes, but I don't need them to be any bigger than this. So I've made 9 little crepes. I've half filled my blender jug with water, so we're just going to give it a quick wash. This is the easiest way to wash your Optimum blender. Half fill it with water. You can put a few dish drops in there if it's oily. Flick it on. And you'll see when all the bits start to come off the sides that it's clean, and all you need to do is rinse it out, so it's the fastest washing up ever. I'm going to pop that beside me and rinse it in just a moment. We're going to stop now while I pop these in the dehydrator. They dehydrate at 115 degrees Fahrenheit, which is underneath the raw level, for about 6 hours. But just check back on them. They'll peel off the edges very easily when they're done. All right, next we're going to make the cashew cream to go inside. So this is a sweet cream reminiscent of your normal dairy creams, but no dairy, so really great for allergies, people with lactose intolerance. You use the cashews. Now these cashews have been soaked for 2 hours or just a little bit more, so they're softer and they make a smoother cream. The next ingredient that we've got here is just a little bit of filtered water. And then some, you can use agave syrup. I don't really like agave syrup. It's a highly processed sugar replacement, so I prefer maple syrup, even though it's not raw, or coconut nectar. So we're going to use the sweetener of your choice in there. Make sure you don't leave any of that. You definitely need it for sweet cream for pancakes. And then the last ingredient for crepes, the last ingredient is a vanilla bean. I'll just quickly show you how to get into that easily. Take a paring knife and just cut all the way down one side of the vanilla bean. Open it out just a little bit and then use your spoon, or you can use the paring knife, but I find it easier with the spoon, to just scrape the middle of the bean out all together. Now in some things like ice cream, you can throw the whole pot in as well. It gives a nice brown fleck, but it doesn't have a great flavour. So today we're just going to use the contents of the vanilla bean that you can see there. We've popped that in together. That's all that needs to go into our cashew cream. We just need to blend it all the way until it's nice and smooth. It'll take about 30 to 60 seconds with these soaked cashews. So we've blended that just for a little while. You can blend to your own liking, but I like my cashew cream really smooth. So you'll see that that's smooth and creamy. It'll dollops just like regular cream. And as I mentioned before, those little dark spots are the vanilla bean inside. Shall I taste it? It's really good. I'm going to pop that aside and make a berry coulis to go with it as well. This is such an easy recipe also. Just cheating here with a second jug. Taking another jug and popping it on. This is actually the 6-blade jug that comes with the 9200, so just changing it up a little bit. Popping 2 cups of frozen raspberries, which have been already thawed, into the blender jug. A little bit of agave syrup or coconut nectar or maple syrup, your choice of sweetener can go in there. Such an easy recipe. Again, pop the lid on. You can put vanilla in here also if you like, but I don't think it's necessary. And then we're just going to start the blender and make sure nice short work of these berries. So just a couple of seconds and we have a nice rich red berry coulis. So we've made the crepes and they're in the dehydrator, ready to go. We've made a vanilla sweet cashew cream. We've made a berry coulis, and we've got some freshly chopped up strawberries and some berries here. So I'm gonna pop out some of those crepes that I did earlier today, and we're gonna plate up this delicious dish. Okay, well, we've got these out of the dehydrator. They haven't been in for quite 6 hours, so you can see they've started to lift up, but not quite. But I've managed to get one off so that I can show you how to finish it. Now, if you want to know where this recipe came from, it came from Going Raw, which is a Judita Wagnall book. This is my favourite raw recipe book at the moment. It changes very quickly. But if you'd like, go down to the comments below and add your favourite recipe or your favourite recipe book. I'd love to know what you prefer. So we're going to take this one banana crepe straight off the dehydrator tray. We're going to fill it up with a scoop, kind of like building a taco really, of cashew sweet cream.